Now, when I saw the title for this for this article, I honestly, I'm even laughing now. I was laughing so hard. I posted it on Twitter because this is probably the funniest title that I've ever read, and it's not without an escape of irony. So apparently, the Transformers movie that's coming out, which is called, by the way, Rise of the Beast. Okay, keep that in mind, Rise of the Beast. Director Stephen Caple Jr. has just said that the film will tell a story about Black and Latin culture. This is a movie that's called Rise of the Beast, and you got like the irony just doesn't. I don't know if it escapes them, or I don't know if it's done purposefully. I'm not sure, but let's get into exactly what he said in the article. So it says, while most fans are presently concerned with whether or not the film would feature an appearance by a certain purple-scaled incarnation of Megatron, director Stephen Caple Jr. has assured that those concerned with Transformers Rise of the Beast human element that the Maximal's upcoming cinematic debut would tell a story about Black and Latin culture. Cable Jr., perhaps best known as a director behind Creed 2, revealed this narrative direction for the Autobots' next Earth-based adventure during a recent interview with BET. Asked by the outlet for his feelings on being given the reins of such a major franchise, the director jovially observed, "You came straight out of the gate with that one," before answering in earnest, "It's been an emotional ride." Now, you know Hollywood is super desperate to push the whole diversity, equity, inclusion thing if you're trying to do diversity in a movie about robots. Like, I understand there's humans and stuff like that, but if you're going to make the focal point of a Transformers movie about Black and Latin culture, it's a little bit strange to me. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think your head is in the right space. But then I could be wrong. There's always room for error. I just know that when directors start talking like this, it's probably going to be a bit terrible. But let's continue. It says, "It's been 2 years now. Transformers Rise of the Beast star Anthony Ramos and I talk about having this type of opportunity, but also understanding it's our time," he recalled, "for us to be in this position where we can tell a story about our culture, our people, and see ourselves portrayed on the big screen. Blending it with these vast genres is special." Shut the fuck up. Shut up with that. Shut up with that. Like, you've never seen yourself on screen before. Shut up. You gotta be kidding me. Stop it with this nonsense. They use the same talking points every single time. It's nauseating. It really is nauseating. I've never seen people so obsessed with skin color in my life. It's crazy. It says, "There are not too many people on the actor or director side to be in this position on this scale and scope, and we're doing our best to carry this weight," Capel Jr. then asserted. "No matter how many times Anthony and I look at each other on set, tired and all, we realize we're able to do something special, and for a reason," the director added, "we created something special, and it feels great to be in this position. Super honored and blessed." To this end, Capel Jr. then explained the decision to use a Notorious B.I.G.'s popular Juicy track from his 1994 album Ready to Die in the film's first teaser trailer. The movie takes place in the 90s when the album Ready or Die was released, so that's why Juicy was the perfect record to choose, said the director. His voice and what he meant in that era and time captures much of what we're doing in the film. Oh God, they're really gonna use Big to try to like push the whole black thing. I'm telling you, they really are. It's like you have a oh God, I don't even know where to begin. Let's just keep going. It says Fishback, portrayed in the film by Black Panther Wakanda Forever actress Dominique Thorne, who originally is from Brooklyn. Her character and Ramos's character have a lot of big dreams and hit glass ceilings, but ultimately become the heroes saving the world discreetly, as that's how the Transformers laws are. He further detailed, "You have these average folks transforming into something huge and special we didn't know existed. So the record was a right move. It was our anthem on set, so we played Biggie or Anthony was singing The Temptations." Notably, despite the director's apparent conviction in his statement, history does not fully support Capel Jr.'s framing that his and Ramos' 2022 participation in a major geek culture project is any sort of breakthrough for representation. And that's what I said in my Jennifer Lawrence video. So what I keep saying is that Hollywood is 100% self-obsessed with being the first to do something. That's what they always want to do, right? Even though they're not the first to do XYZ, they're going to always pretend like they're the first to do XYZ. That's how they get off, it seems. Like they completely get off on lying about history. And that's what they're going to continue to do. So they're basically filled with a bunch of people who love to self-congratulate themselves. And now you're going to have this other guy who's trying to pretend like he's doing some massive win for diversity in a Transformers movie. You make no sense. So you think before this Transformers movie that there was no, black culture-led or Latino culture-led movies? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. While it is admittedly true that the subculture has seen few black directors behind the camera, Latin directors have long been responsible for some of the most well-regarded pieces pieces of pop culture ever put to screen, such as Robert Rodriguez's 1993 supernatural action adventure From Dusk Till Dawn, Alfonso Gomez-Rejon's run on Glee, Love or Hate the series One Can't Deny had staying power, and American Horror Story Coven, as well as Guillermo del Toro's entire filmography. In fact, a Mexican-American director, Michael Arias, was even responsible for one of the most well-regarded Japanese anime films of all time, Tekken Concrete. I hope I said that right. I said that pretty fast. I hope I said that right. As for Black and Latin actors, where does one even begin? And you know what? Listen, like I said, I don't have to go into every single Black or Latin actor. There is tons of them. There's no reason to pretend like this movie is going to be the first ever staple for Black or Latin actors in terms of diversity on screen. It is such nonsense that they keep trying to push this pretend to be the first. Let's keep pretending to be the first. That's how we get the headlines. That's how we get the rage clicks. And listen, it might work, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make you any more true. It says from LeVar Burton as Geordi LaForge in Star Trek The Next Generation to Edward James Olmos as Commander William Adama in Battlestar Galactica to even Steve Cardenas' time as the second Red Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, geek culture has not lacked for such non-white actors and characters. Walter Emmanuel Jr. as the Black Ranger in MMPR, Ricardo Montalban as Khan Noonien Singh in Star Trek, Michael J. White as the lead in Spawn, and it keeps going and going and going and going and going. The list goes on and on and on and on. So listen, guys, Transformers is going to... I can't. Transformers is going to be one of those movies that they're going to try to push diversity, equity, inclusion. The comic books have gotten super woke until they were basically sold off, and it basically led to the death of Transformers in terms of comic books. But at the end of the day, it was going to come to the movies, man. It was going to come to the movies. There was no denying it. If it didn't come already, it was going to come eventually because that's where Hollywood is at right now. And you can bet your ass off that anything geeky is going to be infiltrated by good old diversity, equity, and inclusion checkbox storylines because that is what they want to do. And that's what they think is going to make them money in the long run. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know your Dota story, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.